What if your AI assistant didn't just wait for your commands, but thought for you, anticipating your every need in real time? What if tech giants were throwing a staggering $100 million at engineers only to be rejected? And what if, on the other side of the world, an AI clone completely crushed its human counterpart in sales, raking in millions? This isn't science fiction anymore. This week, AI didn't just make progress. It took over the meeting room, the job market, the shopping cart, and now your screen. Let's dive in. First up, meet Proactor. The team behind this groundbreaking AI is boldly pitching it as the world's first truly proactive AI agent, and they're not shy about the claim. The entire premise is that this assistant flat out refuses to sit around waiting for your prompts. Imagine this. It seamlessly joins your Zoom or Google Meet call on its own, starts transcribing absolutely everything in real time, and then, here's the kicker, it acts on things the moment they pop up. Someone mumbles, "We should turn that into a Jira ticket." And before they even finish the sentence, Proactor has already created the card, assigned it, and dropped a concise summary right into the chat. How? Because it doesn't rely on short-term memory like the old-school note-takers we've all tried. Their innovative architecture pushes what they call global context perception. This means it remembers what was decided last month, who promised what, which action items were actually finished, and even the intricate reasoning that led to a particular choice. If you casually reference a migration plan from last quarter, Proactor instantly surfaces the document, reminds the team that 2 crucial follow-ups are still open, and nudges the relevant people, all without a single request from you. Under the hood, they highlight 3 core pillars: context-aware processing so it always knows the historical background, a robust memory stack that spans multiple sessions, and real-time action. You'll see it during a developer stand-up. Proactor labels every speaker, inserts precise timestamps, and as soon as the back-end engineer mentions, "We need another load test," a separate channel immediately lights up with a test plan template already half-filled. The vibe here is less Siri for meetings and more second brain that behaves like an actual teammate. They keep hammering the point that this proactivity saves you from the graveyard of forgotten AI summaries. Instead of a massive wall of text hitting your inbox after the call, you get continuous nudges and bite-sized insights while the meeting is still live. This ensures tasks aren't lost to memory drift. And yes, you can still chat with it offline. It stores all that cross-meeting context in a searchable knowledge base. So, weeks later, you can casually ask, "Did we ever pick a vendor for the new CRM?" and get the answer instantly, complete with the original justification attached. The marketing around this is clearly leaning on a fear of missing out. Their landing page practically shouts, "Join the waitlist now," promising that it will lead every conversation, not just follow. They even toss in quickfire examples, sales reps getting real-time Q&A cards with personalized questions, recruiters seeing auto-generated comparisons between a candidate's responses and the job requirements, journalists fact-checking on the fly, and students in lectures gaining instant resource links while the professor is mid-sentence. They dress it up as the #1 proactive AI teammate and insist it'll shave off post-meeting busy work by dropping fully formatted follow-up emails into your drafts folder the second you hang up. Whether the real product always lives up to that hype is something we'll have to test, but the ambition is unmistakable. Now, shifting from that buzz, let's hit the corporate drama. OpenAI's Sam Altman recently confirmed what had already been floating around as a persistent rumor. Meta, under Mark Zuckerberg, has been blitzing OpenAI engineers with 9-figure offers. Yes, you heard that right, 9 figures. We're talking signing packages north of $100 million. Altman spoke about it on a podcast chat with his brother Jack, and he sounded equal parts amused and proud, because, according to him, none of OpenAI's top talent has jumped ship yet. Meta is aggressively fishing for people to staff its brand-new superintelligence team, which is led by former Scale AI CEO Alexander Wang. Remember, Scale AI was scooped up by Meta for roughly $14.3 billion, so Zuckerberg clearly isn't shy about spending. Yet despite these colossal $100 million carrots, Altman claims OpenAI employees believe in the mission and probably see brighter equity upside right where they are. He even hinted that Meta's laser focus on raw compensation, instead of a shared artificial general intelligence vision, might actually undercut their culture in the long run. The headhunting hasn't been subtle. Reports say Meta aimed at lead researcher Nam Brown and Google Brain veteran Kore Kavuk-Kuoglu, plus others, but they all turned the offers down. Meanwhile, the talent merry-go-round in AI is spinning all over. Anthropic already lured OpenAI co-founder John Schulman. DeepMind folks keep scattering, and each lab talks up their path to safe superintelligence to convince engineers they're on the right team. The takeaway is clear. The gold rush vibe in AI recruiting just escalated yet again. When a signing bonus alone hits $100 million, you know the company is betting its entire future on winning these people. Alright, let's pivot from Silicon Valley paychecks to the streets, or rather, the screens, of China's live commerce megaverse, because what Baidu pulled off last weekend is jaw-dropping. Luo Yonghao, one of China's celebrity streamers, hosted a 6-hour sales marathon, pushing 133 different products, from premium Baidu to everyday gadgets. He clocked over 13 million live viewers. But here's the twist. Luo himself was off somewhere else, sipping tea. The entire show was run by an AI-generated digital twin built with Baidu's Ernie Stack. This avatar perfectly copied his voice inflections, trademark jokes, subtle facial tics, even his habit of tapping the table while making a point. He and an equally synthetic co-host volleyed banter back and forth, responded to chat, and kept the flow going for 6 hours straight without a single flub, dry throat, or lighting complaint. In that single window, they racked up more than 55 million yuan in sales. That's around $7.5 million United States dollars, beating Luo's own real self-performance from a month earlier in just 26 minutes. Baidu says this isn't a cute one-off. Over 100,000 digital humans are already on the air across the country, slicing broadcasting costs by more than 80% and bumping average transaction volume up 62% for the e-commerce shops that use them. Why? Because an avatar never sleeps. A store can run a 24-hour carousel with perfect brand consistency, swapping outfits or accents on demand. Analysts note that the Chinese live commerce market exploded from $61 billion in 2019 to roughly $695 billion in 2023, and AI is poised to push that curve even steeper. Baidu's own UCN platform claims a 200% jump in gross merchandise value last year, with digital human streams growing 11-fold. Luo actually went on Weibo afterward, admitting the avatar's sales power shocked him. He even joked that he felt dizzy watching a robot replicate his style so well, though he might also be eyeing royalty checks. There is still that trust gap. Many shoppers say they buy because they connect to the human host's authenticity. But the quality of these avatars is getting so good, you need frame-by-frame scrutiny to spot the occasional giveaway, like the scripted beer sip with zero throat movement. Give it another upgrade cycle, and that quirk will vanish. Once consumers accept that a digital host can be endorsed by the real person and still deliver value, the economics are hard to resist. Brands reduce payroll, never worry about sick days, and can script perfectly compliant messaging in real time. Finally, let's jump to the fresh model flexing on the video generation charts. Miniaax's Hailuo 02. If you follow the Artificial Analysis Video Arena leaderboard, you probably noticed a mysterious model called Kangaroo rocketing up the ELO scores. Turns out, that was Hailuo 02 under a code name. As of this week, it sits in second place worldwide with an ELO north of 1300, sandwiched between ByteDance's Cant's 1.0 at the top and Google's V3 just behind. The standout spec is native 1080 pixel output, which few open commercial models hit cleanly right now. Clip duration lands in the 6 to 10 second zone, perfect for social teasers, cinematic transitions, or quick establishing shots in a longer edit. The motion is unusually stable. Pans, dolly moves, even acrobatic physics are handled without that jittery, puppet feel older diffusion models sometimes produce. Miniaax builds this on a diffusion-based transformer backbone reminiscent of DIT, but tweaked for filmic bursts. They support text-to-video, image-to-video, and a subject reference mode, labeled S2V, where you feed a photo of an object or character and then direct the camera around it. Inside interfaces like Focal or Video Tube, you can type something as casual as a dragon flying past a misty mountain, camera tracking below. And Hailuo 02 usually nails the shot in one go. No prompt engineering jungle required. On the workflow side, they offer director presets. You can simply say, pan right, tilt down, or push in, pedestal up, and the model obeys with respectable spatial continuity between frames. Now, when scenes get very complex, think lava rivers, thunderstorms, flocks of birds, textures may warp or backgrounds ripple, though the motion stays coherent. Still, for short, punchy footage, the quality-to-cost ratio is apparently record-breaking. According to Miniaax, and early users on App Store and Google Play are leaving sky-high ratings, averaging around 4.8 to 4.9 stars. Focal Zone blog calls it the model you choose when you need momentum, Scenes that move, that feel alive. Miniaax isn't a household name yet outside Asia, but it's a Shanghai startup founded in 2021 by SenseTime folks, backed by both Alibaba and Tencent. They've rolled out an entire Helluo suite, earlier Video 01 versions, plus speech and multimodal large language model branches. And they've been releasing upgrades in daily bursts all week under the hashtag Miniaax Week. The Aero 2 release specifically touts best-in-class instruction following and native 1080 pixel output, which places it ahead of Google's V3 in both resolution and cost efficiency. Long-form generation, of course, is the next arms race. ByteDance's Can't still leads the board, but Helluo's jump shows how quickly that position can shift. Alright, now be honest. Would you trust an AI clone to sell products better than a real person? Or is that where we finally cross the line? Drop your take in the comments, hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.